Hey everybody, Robert here from Black Belt Gaming, starting up turn number 59 in Gears of War: The Hive. Well, Cole has gone through the heal step and he's got 4 cards, and Cole is way in the back here. As you can see, I don't have my little tripod today. I took it on a road trip yesterday and it is still in the car, and my family is out elsewhere, and I was going to do some filming today and I don't have it, so be maybe a little bit of unstable camera work today, but we'll see how it goes. I know some people film their entire playthroughs basically one-handed like this, so let me see what I can do. Cole is here. We were unable to do much against that Theron guard before. Maybe we'll see if we can just get out of there. So one of Cole's cards that I think I drew, I don't know if I had this in my hand already, is the Roadie Run. We can have him just dash for 5 areas. And why don't we have him do that? Why don't we play Roadie, oh, not that one, Roadie Run, and just sort of put his head down and start dashing here. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put him into cover up there, but I think that's, yeah, that gets him around the corner and up there safe for the moment. By the way, the last AI card I drew, it said flip the token side down and spawn a matching figure on it. In our last turn, we had this guy come out, and he, I guess, according to that text, isn't at full health. I think he rises up as a wounded drone instead of a drone at full health, according to how I'm reading that spawn. So let's go ahead and go to the AI card for Cole. And it says each locust that is 4 or more movement away moves 3 areas toward him, and then draw a new AI card. Each locust that is 4 or more movement away from the nearest cog moves 3 areas toward him. Okay, let's just take this from the top. This Theron guard is chasing 1, 2, 3, and comes around the corner there. So doesn't have 5 movement like Cole did, but he's trying to catch up. These guys, about 3 spaces away, 2 spaces away. They're not going to move, but these fellas will. They're going to move, what is it, 3 spaces toward the nearest cog figure. This whole collection here, so I'll get on that. All right, so that's what it looks like now. There's nobody in the very, very back, and all these guys are rushing up towards the action. So I believe we have to draw another one, don't we? Let's see what we get. And it is the Cantus again. If a cog is within 4 range, attack him and then move 2 areas toward him. So we've got this one. He's on a, what do you call that? A cover space. And he's 1, 2 spaces away. So basically he's going to attack from where he is and then move 2 areas toward Dom, but he's going to take his shot first. One-handed here. We've got the got the Cantus here from his cover space. That is a narrow path from that cover space. You know, I'm kind of tempted to go with the width of this line of sight bar. I don't know if I've ever played it exactly that way, that you needed to have enough width here to make the shot. But that does kind of make sense. Might be a house rule technically, but I'm kind of thinking if the edges of the bar pass through a solid surface, then you really don't have enough of an angle to get your shot off. So that's pretty clear. Coming from this cover space and trying to shoot around this and this to get to his cover space spot is definitely a bit too thin. So attack him and then move 2 areas toward him. I think he's just going to basically move up and maybe put himself there in the cover space next to Dom. So that will be his action. And if we're counting spaces, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. This Cantus is at a range of 4, and he also doesn't have a good enough line of sight because Dom is in a cover space. So he also is going to move 2 areas up. He's just going to replace the Cantus that was there. And we have one more in the back. So what does he do? Move 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure. This is for each Cantus now. Move 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure. Then spawn 1 locust A at the emergence hole nearest to the Cantus. So he moves up 2 spaces. That's going to put him right here into a cover space. And then we are actually out of components. All of the locust enemies are on the board. So yeah, I know, but I'm not going to be using you guys. So there's nothing to bring on the board. So I think we're going to end it there. Well, Baird is up next. So what does that take us to? Turn 60. Drew his 2 cards, and I was at first tempted to go with Assault, but I think I might go with Dig In, just to give everybody a little bit of a health boost. You can move 1 area. So I think I'm going to have him move right here into cover. That's Baird. And then from there, it says each cog figure in cover may draw 1 order card. And that's going to be everybody. All of our cogs are currently in cover spaces. So we need to go to the locust activation, and it says each cog figure gains +1 defense die during the next locust resolution step. Well, let's see what we get this turn. Oh boy. This is the Firefight card. Each drone, boomer, Cantus, Theron guard attacks a cog figure within 3 range. Then each one that did not attack moves 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure and then attacks a cog figure in its area. Okay, this can be a very deadly card. Let's start with drones. We'll just take it, A, B's, and C's. Each drone, boomer, or Cantus attacks a cog figure within 3 range. So this guy can maneuver around this whole space, and he can make an attack from here. So that's going to be 1 that's attacking. 1, 2, 3. He's not going to have line of sight, so he can't do that. Theron guard won't be able to do that. Just moving down here, I think we're going to be having some moving up 2 spaces, right? Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a busy locust activation here. Let's just take it. Let's take it with the drones first. I think that's just going to be the easiest way for me to do it. All right, so this wounded drone can definitely lean around the corner there and take a shot at Dom. So let's start with that. He's going to be rolling 3 dice. And we have an omen, and 1 hit. Well, the good news for the drone is he's going to heal. So we will take that wounded token off of him. And he got one hit on his shot. Dom is in... He gets one die normally, an extra die for the dig-in card, and one more for his, what we call partial cover. So he's going to be rolling 3. Got one shield, so that means Dom is able to duck down, dig in, and avoid being shot by the first drone. Let's try to get a handle on what these other drones are going to do. So yes, range 1, 2, 3, but they don't have a line of sight to attack. So if they did not attack, they move 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure and then attack if a cog figure is in its area. So that actually may work out in our favor. So 1, 2 spaces. They're going to join this guy, but there is not a cog in their area. So that's going to work out in our favor. Let's let these other guys move. That's 3 drones there. And we're going to have another 3 back here. So moving 2 areas, right? 1, and then 2. Slide into cover. 1, 2, in cover. 1, and then 2. He'll be back here. So the drones are done. Let's go with the Cantus next. So closest Cantus, definitely this one. He's in his space. So as he activates, Dom's going to go with the guard action. And he's going to take a close shot at this guy with his shotgun, I think. Well, the bad thing is that's going to empty our shotgun. That's taking the last token off of there. But we're going to do it. We're going to roll 4 attack dice up close and personal against this Cantus. And we got an omen. So 3 wounds and an omen. And an omen what? Doubles the amount of wounds. So that's 6. 6 hits on the Cantus. The Cantus gets just 1 die. Ooh. Well, he soaked up 2 of the 6. So that would be 4 getting through. And a Cantus has 4 health. So that is actually enough to drop this guy. And his cover didn't count because they're in the same space. So he did drop. He dropped a, what is it, Gorgon pistol. So he's out. Let's see what this other Cantus will do. May have a similar situation. He's within range of 3. So coming from this Cantus, Dom is 2 spaces away. But again, we've ruled that this is too narrow with the corners there shooting from the cover space symbol to cover space symbol. It's just not a clear enough shot. So he won't attack. So he's going to move 2 areas. And then he will attack somebody in its area. This may actually work to this thing's favor. 1, 2, he's going to move up into Dom's zone. And I guess technically, wouldn't he try? Is this 1 space? Yeah. I think he would try to slide into cover here. And then where the other Cantus fell, this one is going to make the same kind of attack. We've already done a guard action, so there's no more guarding here. We could try to duck and weave and jump around if I play another card. That's going to give us 2 extra defense dice. I wonder if that's necessary. Yeah, otherwise I'm just getting a single die. Chances are very high he's going to hit me, even though he only attacks with 2 black dice. I may play another card. we're going to play an active reload card, but nope, that doesn't help us. That doesn't have the dodge icon. Totally doesn't help us. It needs to be one of these. Maybe we'll go with slaughter. So let's drop the slaughter card. We'll have to keep the active reload. So slaughter is going to give us 2 extra defense die. So here goes the attack. The attack against Dom gets 2 wounds. And we're rolling 3 dice now for defense. And that was pretty good. He flipped around and ducked around and dodged every single bullet that was coming at him from the Gorgon's pistol. And we've got one more Cantus. So this Cantus is going to move 2 areas. I guess just stay in his cover space, and he doesn't have line of sight from there. So the Cantus are finished. Okay, it's the Theron Guard, and they are all on the table. So he is 2 spaces away. So he's going to take his shot at Cole and see if he can hit him. All right, we're 4 attack dice. That's just as good as we are. And that's 4 hits on Cole. Uh-oh. Now Cole is getting 1 die normally, an extra 2 dice. He's in full cover, and then the bonus dice from dig in. But that's only 2 rolled, so 2 damage get through on Cole. All right, we dropped Cole down 2 cards, and he has 2 remaining. So that Theron Guard's situation's been resolved. This one has no clear attack option. So it will move 2 spaces. 1, 2. And it said it will attack somebody in its area, and there's nobody in its area. So this one back here is going to zip around, go up the steps for 1, and then 2, and stop there. So I think that is it. Okay, everybody, sorry about the shaky cam today. I'll get my tripod back later this afternoon. I think I'll wrap these 2 turns up here. So next time we're kind of resetting, and we'll pick it up with Marcus. Marcus is right here, and we'll see what he can do. Thanks for watching.